Good evening and Merry Christmas to all the Facebook friends out there. I am Nick Chen, Iowa Collector, and I thought I'd throw out my first video today and introduce myself a little bit. So anyway, I am Nick and I am from Southeast Iowa. Today for Christmas, my youngest son got me a stand for my phone and a microphone, so we thought we'd test them out and see how this went. And while we're at it, thought might as well just put on a video and we'll share it here. So anyway, I'm 51 years old and I started collecting when for Christmas one year, probably about 1983, 1984. We went over to my cousin's house, and while we were there, I came across their little collection of baseball cards and in a shoebox, and so they let me dig through it all I wanted, and I was just enamored with them. I was in there looking at all the players. I was reading the backs. I was just first time I had seen cards and held one in my hand. So anyway, I just loved them. And anyway, when it was time to go, they gave me that shoebox full of cards and let me take them with them. By this time, they probably weren't much into cards anymore. They were probably much more interested in girls and what have you. So anyway, I took them home. The next day I sorted them all by player, by teams. And then the next day I sorted them by positions and just looking at them, reading the backs, all the info, the stats. It just, I loved it. I loved it, every bit of it. So I really got into ripping packs in 1987. That was first packs I really opened. That wood border, man, that just had me hooked. I love that wood border on those 1987 Topps cards. My grandma would run me all over town. I was mowing yards at the time, so I had a little bit of spending money, and she'd take me around town to all the different gas stations or Kmart or Shopko, wherever we think might have cards that day, and I'd buy what I could, and that's really when I started collecting. Anyway, I've been a long time collector. I was bored during COVID, and I was just messing around on YouTube, so I typed in baseball cards, and first channel I ended up on was Baseball Collector, Mike's channel there, and from there I moved on to Sports Card Live with Jeremy Lee, and anyway, now I'm probably watching anywhere between 30 and 50 different channels here and there and commenting on them. I'll try to catch a live when I can. It's not always possible, but when I do, I try to always comment. And anyway, through this, I have met a new friend, Jay, Average Vintage Collector. We've been messaging back and forth, and we worked out a deal for a bunch of cards that he was looking to grab for a set, and we've become pretty good friends since then. And that's what I'm really looking for out of this whole thing is to make more friends, meet some more people that share my hobby love. Anyway, more on me is my favorite teams are the Dallas Cowboys, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Boston Celtics, and of course I live here in big old boring, lonely Iowa. So we have no pro team, so we root on our college teams big time here, and I'm an Iowa Hawkeyes fan. How I got into each team, my grandpa was always a Redskins fan, and so you know the whole, when you're a kid you're playing Cowboys and Indians, Redskins, Cowboys. He was a Redskins fan, so it just made sense to be a Cowboys fan, and so we always bet on the games, and as I remember it, I always won. When the truth of the matter is, when he won, he probably just didn't make me pay. So it just seemed like, hey, the Cowboys always win, and so that's going to be my team, and so that's how that came about. The St. Louis Cardinals, my parents took me to a game when I was young, and I was already an Ozzie Smith fan at this time, but watching him come out and do that backflip, that just cemented it. When Ozzie came out and did that backflip, first game I was ever at. The Boston Celtics, I became a fan of theirs. I was actually already a fan of Larry Bird. He was my favorite player. But when I was a teenager, my best friend David, his parents were divorced, and his dad lived in Boston, Massachusetts. And so every summer he would go out there and spend the summer with his dad, and they were big Celtics fans as well because of, you know, the location. So one year he came back and gave me a Christmas present, and it had been when the Celtics went public and they offered shares. They had bought me a share of Boston Celtics, so I was part owner of the Celtics. So, you know, that even cemented me even more. I was already a Larry Bird fan. Now I'm a huge Celtics fan. Plus now I was part owner. So anyway, eventually that ended and they went back to being a private company, and you had to sell your stock back, but that didn't change my love for the Celtics. A little bit more about me. I'm married. I have 4 kids. Dylan's my oldest. He's a freshman at a local college here. Brady's a sophomore in high school. Carter is a 12-year-old who will be appearing in some of these videos with me. Hey, come on around here, Carter. Say hi to the Facebook friends there.
I'm Carter, and I'm also into cards, and I'll be on some of the videos. Merry Christmas.
He's the one helping me with all the tech and how to make videos and how to edit them and all that good stuff. So he'll be on a few videos, probably doing some breaks with me, probably showing some show pickups that we get, stuff like that. And finally, Savannah, my 9-year-old girl. She just got her first box of cards today from Grandma and Grandpa for Christmas, and it was a box of WNBA cards, and she was all excited and wanted to open them right away. And I said, hey, why don't we wait? Maybe we'll open them on the channel. So she's all excited. So that might be an upcoming video we do real soon, is me and her opening her box of WNBA cards. How about goals for the channel? What do I have for my goals? I don't have nothing hard and fast. I don't have a timeline where I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to put out 1 video a week or anything like that. I'm just so busy with the 3 boys and the girl, the 4 kids. I coach a lot of their basketball teams. I help coach a lot of their baseball teams. I'm the middle school baseball coach here in Burlington, Iowa. So all 3 boys have done travel baseball and basketball. And I've helped coach almost every single one of their teams. So I've just been super busy. A lot of weekends were tied up in traveling with kids. And so that's why I've never started a channel to now. As they're starting to get older and be less involved with travel ball and more involved with middle school or high school ball, I seem to have a little more time on my hands. So anyway, I'm hoping to show off some cards. Maybe we'll do some rips on the channel. Maybe we'll do an occasional mail day. I don't get a whole lot of mail. I don't order a whole lot of cards. Most of my pickups come from either shows or local collections that I buy. But my main goal for this channel is to make some new friends and share this community with me. I've already made some friends, as I've said, and hopefully I'll make some more. I want to show one card here. It was kind of a Christmas present from my boy. When we went to the last show, he picked this up and gave it to me. We got Jason Tatum. Can we see that?
Yeah.
Okay, we got Jason Tatum, Panini Contender Superstar. So I love that card. Celtics. Hopefully he'll come back soon and be healthy. All right, everybody. Merry Christmas and have a good one.